Major League Baseball players, pro golfers, even some UFC fighters, including champ Jon Jones, all have one thing in common when it comes to preventing injuries. It's called Star Wrap. Here to talk about how it is done is Tate Yoder, the inventor of the Star Wrap from right here in Albuquerque, and Adrian Gonzalez, Elevate partner and coach. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back.
Good morning. Thanks for having us, Matt.
So Jon Jones, Carlos Condit, there's some pretty cool people. Golfers, baseball players, they're using this thing you call the Star Wrap. In case folks missed it before, what is it, Tate?
So we're talking about recovery, and this is a tool that you can apply to your body. It's 3 different shaped activators. You put it right on where the muscle tension is, you strap it on, and you wear it around. It basically penetrates into the tissue, recovers the tissue, you're performing better, and you're reducing risk of injury.
This one that we have, this is one of them. That's what it does is you put this on. We're going to put it on Adrian here in a second. This digs into your skin, and not into the skin, but into the muscle, I should say, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So you're penetrating in, you got different shapes. So this one crosses the muscle width. This one gets into specific trigger points and adhesions.
Okay, here's some people you have put it on there over at Elevate. So, what does it do? You talk about injury. Like, you say Jon Jones. Like, if he gets injured in a fight, does he put it on? If I get injured running, do I put it on? Who can this help, Adrian?
So the applications that we might see for some of our MMA fighters, a lot of them have overuse injuries in their elbows.
Because they're beating people up all the time.
Exactly. from the sparring sessions, the mitt sessions, you're talking hours and hours of just grinding and tissue irritation.
Ouch.
So they might come in, they have a little bit of elbow tendonitis. We're using the Star Wrap as a preventative measure before that tendonitis turns into something worse and actually becomes an acute elbow injury.
Okay, for just kind of regular people, how would they go ahead and use this then?
That's actually a great example, Matt, because we have a lot of folks who sit at keyboards all day long.
Okay.
They're suffering from the same type of tissue irritation.
Same type of injury
that these folks are going to do, even though they're not throwing punches. It's an overuse, over-irritation injury.
Okay, so how would can we put it on your arm real quick? How would we use that? Like, because there are a lot of people who sit at a computer all day and they're like, how do I get this pain out of my arms?
So the basic, you assess, you do a self-assessment. We teach self-massage. So you try to find, an area that's problematic. So a muscle that's somewhat tight. You're going to put the activator right on that muscle fiber, strap it down, and then you're going to activate it.
How tight are you wrapping that on his arm, Tate?
We want about a 6 or 7 in the pain scale, so it should be somewhat uncomfortable.
Okay. Now, would you just wear that like that, or do you go to kind of move? Do you go through some motions while you have the wrap on?
Tate would probably cue me through some patterns, some pronation, supination patterns, and some flexion, extension, just to try and get that tendon or the tissue around the tendon to release and encourage some blood flow into it.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty good stuff. And you created this. People can go online, casa.com, click on the blog, they can get a link to how they can go ahead and buy it. And the big thing you stress with it is recovery.
Yes.
Now, can it also do prevention? Like if you know, okay, I run a lot, or I punch a lot, or I type a lot, can it help prevent an injury from happening too?
Yeah, so when we're dealing with an injury, it's something you're using. I'm going to teach you to come into Elevate. We'll teach you how to use it and what pattern is going on causing your problem. But then if you're preventative, you're using it when you're healthy, it's only going to help improve your performance and reduce that risk of future injury.
Okay, and then folks can go to Elevate, get work on this, or if you have some other kind of sports injuries, we talk a lot of people running marathons, or doing some races over the summer, that's what you work on, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're taking an assessment process, utilizing Tate to kind of take somebody from a baseline. If they're in pain, we're going to get them to the point where they're not in pain. And when they're not in pain, we can really work on performance goals, finishing races, PRs.
Tate and Adrian, appreciate you coming in from the Star Wrap. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Adrian from Elevate. Again, go to casa.com, click on all the information. It's pretty good stuff, buddy.